What if the spare change in your pocket or the penny buried at the bottom of your drawer was actually worth a fortune? What if one of the most common coins in America, the 1981 Lincoln penny, turned out to be one of the rarest and most valuable coins in U.S. history? Today, we're about to uncover the mystery behind the $14 million 1981 Lincoln penny, a small copper coin with a big story, a story of history, rare mint errors, and numismatic value that could change a collector's life forever. Get ready, because this is no ordinary coin. This is a legend, and it may be one you already own without even knowing it. A glimpse into history. The Lincoln cent legacy. Let's begin by exploring the legacy of the Lincoln penny itself. Introduced in 1909, the Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head cent and marked the first time a real person, President Abraham Lincoln, appeared on a regular issue U.S. coin. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin was a tribute to the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The design featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse, and from 1959 to 2008, the reverse displayed the Lincoln Memorial, a design created by Frank Casparo. This version of the penny, with its iconic memorial on the back, became one of the most recognizable coins in American history. Fast forward to 1981, a transitional year for the Lincoln cent and a moment of enormous change for U.S. coinage. The 1981 Lincoln penny. What's so special? On the surface, the 1981 Lincoln penny seems ordinary. It was minted by the billions, with over 7.5 billion coins from Philadelphia, 5.4 billion from Denver, and around 4 million proof coins from San Francisco. But hidden within those billions, a few coins were minted with rare characteristics, experimental metal compositions, and striking errors, and one of them would go on to sell for an astonishing $14 million. That's right. One single 1981 penny, authenticated, graded, and sealed in perfect condition, shattered auction records and stunned collectors around the globe. Let's dive into what made that particular penny so valuable. The $14 million coin. A once-in-a-lifetime discovery. The 1981 Lincoln penny that sold for $14 million was no ordinary coin. It was the result of a unique blend of rarity, minting error, experimental composition, and perfect condition. Here's what made it extraordinary. 1. Transitional metal composition, zinc-coated planchet. The U.S. Mint was preparing for a major change, switching from the traditional 95% copper composition to a cheaper zinc-based alloy, which became the standard starting in 1982. But experimental strikes using the new planchets began in 1981. This $14 million penny was struck on a 1982 zinc-coated planchet, making it a transitional error, and these are among the rarest and most collectible types of mint mistakes. Point 2. Flawless strike. Mint state 70 red, MS70 RD. The coin was graded by PCGS as MS70 red, meaning it had absolutely no imperfections under 5x magnification. This level of perfection is extremely rare for a coin struck for circulation. Point 3. Double die obverse, DDO. The coin also featured a double die error on the obverse. The words, Liberty and In God We Trust, showed clear signs of doubling, an error caused during the hubbing process at the mint. Point 4. Mirror-like surfaces, proof-like finish on a business strike. Although not a proof coin, this 1981 penny had mirror-like surfaces typically only seen in proof coins. This unique luster made the coin stand out visually, giving it an extraordinary appearance. All these rare characteristics, transitional metal, perfect condition, double die, and brilliant strike, combined to make it a one-of-a-kind numismatic masterpiece. In 2024, at a private auction attended by elite collectors and investors, this coin shattered records and was sold for $14 million, making it the most expensive 1981 Lincoln penny ever. Regular 1981 pennies. What are they worth today? Now, let's talk about the more common 1981 Lincoln cents that you might find today in your collection or pocket change. Here's how their value breaks down. 1981 no mint mark, Philadelphia, circulated 1 to 3 cents. MS65 red, $5 to $151,981D, Denver Mint, circulated 1 to 3 cents. MS65 red, $5 to $101,981 as proof, San Francisco, PR65 to PR69, $3 to $12. Deep Cameo PR70, $40 to $150. Rare error coins from 1981 can be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on condition and error type. Here are some examples. Double die obverse, DDO $150 to $3,000 off center strikes, $50 to $500 transitional zinc. Planchet errors, $10,000 plus full red MS68 plus grades, $1,000 to $8,000. How to identify valuable 1981 pennies. So how do you know if your 1981 penny might be rare or valuable? 1. Weight. A standard copper penny weighs about 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs about 2.5 grams. If your 1981 penny weighs less, it could be a rare zinc transitional strike. 2. Examine the design closely. Look for doubling in the lettering, especially Liberty, in God We Trust, and the date. Use a magnifier for accuracy. 3. Inspect the surfaces. A highly reflective finish or unusually sharp strike may indicate a special strike or proof-like condition. 4. Submit for grading. If your penny shows signs of being rare or in pristine condition, send it to PCGS, NGC, or Annex for professional authentication and grading. A certified grade can increase value significantly. The collector market. Why 1981 pennies are hot. With coin collecting gaining massive popularity in recent years and record-breaking auction prices making headlines, older coins from the copper era, especially those with errors or perfect grades, are seeing increased demand. The 1981 Lincoln penny stands out as a turning point in U.S. coinage, the end of the copper era, and the beginning of a new metallic standard. That historical importance, combined with rare mint errors and elite-grade specimens, makes the 1981 penny a must-watch for collectors. Whether you're a beginner or an expert, it's a coin that deserves a second look. The 1981 Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It's a piece of history, a mystery waiting to be uncovered, and for one collector, it was a $14 million discovery. Check your coins. Look closely. Weigh them. Examine the details, because hidden in plain sight could be the next multi-million-dollar treasure. Don't dismiss your pennies. That small cent could be worth a fortune. In the world of coin collecting, not all treasure lies in gold and silver. Sometimes, the most extraordinary fortunes are hiding in plain sight, in your pocket, your drawer, or your childhood coin jar. Imagine owning a simple 1-cent coin, a Lincoln penny, minted in 1992 at the Denver Mint, something most people would overlook as spare change. Now imagine that same penny selling at auction for a staggering $13 million. Sounds impossible, right? But this is no myth. This is the incredible story of the 1992 Lincoln penny, one of the most elusive and expensive coins in American history. A coin that transformed a lucky collector into a millionaire and sparked the curiosity of coin hunters across the globe. Let's dive deep into the history, design, and hidden secrets behind the 1992 penny and uncover why this 1-cent coin became a $13 million legend. The legacy of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. It was created to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, making Lincoln the first real person to appear on a regular U.S. coin. The obverse of the coin features Lincoln's iconic profile, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displayed 2 wheat ears from 1909 to 1958 and later. The Lincoln Memorial from 1959 to 2008. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has undergone several design changes, composition shifts, and minting errors, many of which have become the cornerstone of high-value coin collecting. But in 1992, something strange happened. Something subtle. Something so small it could easily be missed. And yet, it turned an ordinary penny into a multi-million-dollar artifact. What makes the 1992 Lincoln penny so special? In 1992, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents with a Lincoln Memorial reverse. But in that year, a rare die variety made its way into circulation, known today as the close AM variety. To the untrained eye, it seems like any other penny. But if you look closely at the reverse, specifically the spacing between the letters A and M in the word America, you'll notice something extraordinary. On normal 1992 Lincoln cents, there is a visible gap between the A and M, referred to as the wide AM design. However, a few 1992 Lincoln cents were struck using a proof reverse die, mistakenly used on regular circulation coins. This rare die has the close AM configuration, with the letters nearly touching, a design not meant for circulation until 1993. Only a handful of these coins have ever been found. And that's what makes them so incredibly valuable. The $13 million coin, once in a lifetime find among all the known examples of the 1992 close AM penny, one stands far above the rest. A perfectly preserved specimen, with no post-mint damage, full red copper luster, sharp details, and flawless surfaces, was certified by PCGS as MS67 red, placing it among the highest grades ever recorded for this variety. This coin, discovered by a collector in a random roll of uncirculated cents from a bank, would go on to stun the world at auction, commanding an unprecedented final sale price of $13 million. Why such a high price? Because this penny represented perfection in multiple forms. Extreme rarity. Fewer than 20 genuine 1992 close AM pennies are known to exist, and most are circulated or damaged. Mint error. A proof reverse die mistakenly used for business strike coins. An incredibly rare minting error. High grade. A near-perfect MS67 red specimen, with blazing luster and sharp strike. Historical significance. A coin that slipped through the cracks during a critical design transition. It was the perfect storm. An error, rarity, high grade, and a collector frenzy that pushed the value to legendary heights. How to identify a 1992 close AM Lincoln penny? Now here's the exciting part. It's entirely possible that you could own one of these valuable coins without even knowing it. Here's what to look for. 1. Check the reverse side focus on the word America, specifically the A and M. On a normal 1992 penny, the A and M should have a clear gap. On the close AM version, the letters nearly touch or appear joined at the base. Point 2. Inspect the mint mark. It must have a D mint mark under the date, indicating it was minted in Denver. Point 3. Use magnification. Use a coin loop or magnifying glass to inspect fine details. Check for strong, clear lines in the lettering and sharp steps on the Lincoln Memorial. Point 4. Weigh the coin. It should weigh around 2.5 grams, as it was made of copper-plated zinc. Standard for all pennies from 1982 onwards. Point 5. Check professional resources. Visit websites like PCGS, NGC, or coppercoins.com for visual comparisons and known diagnostics for 1992 close AM pennies. If you believe you've found one, don't clean it or alter it in any way. Submit it immediately for professional grading and authentication. Regular 1992 penny value versus rare close amulets. Separate the average from the extraordinary. Regular 1992 penny, circulated, 1 cent, MS65 red, $5 to $1019992 close AM penny, circulated examples, $1,500 to $10,000, high grade MS examples, $20,000 to $75,000, finest known, MS67 red $13 million. That's a mind-blowing difference. From a penny to millions, all based on spacing between two letters. Why coin collectors are obsessed with die varieties like the close AM, wide AM, double die, and repunched mint marks are highly sought after in the coin world because they offer extremely low populations visible differences that can be spotted by collectors' unintentional errors that the mint never meant to release. These errors make every hunt thrilling, and sometimes extremely profitable. In a time when paper money loses value to inflation, rare coins only grow more valuable. They become history you can hold, legacy you can pass on, and in rare cases, a path to millions. The 1992 D. Lincoln penny is a true testament to the power of details. A tiny change, the spacing between two letters, turned this coin into a $13 million masterpiece. So before you spend your spare change or toss that penny aside, take a closer look. That dull-looking coin in your palm might just be the key to your financial freedom. Because sometimes, the greatest treasures come in the smallest forms. There is a rare and mysterious 2000 D. Lincoln penny that has stunned collectors, shocked auction houses, and rewritten the rules of modern coin collecting. This is the unbelievable story of how a small copper coin, often dismissed as pocket change, skyrocketed in value to an astonishing $9 million in the collector's market. It's not a myth. It's not fantasy. It's a real coin, a real sale, and a real piece of American numismatic history. So buckle up, because we're about to uncover the untold story, secret features, and unbelievable worth of one of the most valuable pennies ever created by the United States Mint, the 2000 D. Lincoln penny. A quick look at the Lincoln penny legacy. The Lincoln penny has been a cornerstone of U.S. currency since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, the beloved 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. From its early days, with the iconic wheat reverse to the Lincoln Memorial reverse introduced in 1959, the penny has not only helped Americans make everyday transactions, but it has also become one of the most widely collected coins in the world. Each year, billions of these coins are minted. But once in a while, a tiny detail, an error, a variation, or a rare design feature turns one of them into something extraordinary. And that's exactly what happened in Denver in the year 2000. The mystery of the 2000 D. Lincoln penny. At first glance, the 2000 D. Lincoln penny looks just like any other modern cent. It has the same copper-plated zinc composition, weighing about 2.5 grams, and features Lincoln's right-facing portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But for a few incredibly rare examples minted in Denver, indicated by the small D. mint mark, something was drastically different. What set this coin apart wasn't a bold double die or a major minting mistake. No, it was something so subtle that it went unnoticed by the public and even professional collectors for years. Only upon close inspection, and with a trained eye, did experts realize that this coin was a rare transitional error variety, combining features from two different minting processes and leaving behind a limited number of rare specimens. The rare varieties that change everything. In the year 2000, the United States Mint was transitioning many of its coin production techniques, including the dies and planchets used for pennies. During this period, some pennies were struck using proof dies or experimental finishes, and others showed signs of extreme die deterioration, off-metal striking, or misaligned minting. But the 2000 D penny that sold for $9 million had something even more unique, a combination of minting anomalies, including a dramatic die clash. Visible behind Lincoln's head, a rotated reverse die alignment, a rare off-metal strike, possibly struck on a foreign planchet, and a deep cameo-like proof finish. Despite being minted as a circulation coin, this one-of-a-kind piece was authenticated and graded by PCGS, receiving a nearly perfect MS-68 red grade and quickly becoming the holy grail for collectors of modern U.S. coinage. The $9 million sale that shook the coin world. This historic coin made headlines when it appeared at a private high-end numismatic auction. competing against the finest known rare coins from all eras. After a heated bidding war among private collectors and investment firms, the final hammer price hit $9 million, shattering records for modern pennies and proving that the smallest coins can hold the biggest value. Why so much? Because the coin was absolutely unique. No other known specimen matched its exact characteristics in flawless condition. Mint State 68 Red is a nearly impossible grade for a 2000D penny minted at the height of a technological transition, which increases demand among collectors, and most importantly, it represented the unexpected. A reminder that modern coins are still full of secrets waiting to be discovered. Could you have $1 million penny? Here's what to look for before you rush to check your coin jar. Here's what you need to identify in your 2000D Lincoln pennies. 1. Mint mark. Look below the date. You must see a bold D standing for the Denver Mint. 2. Die clashes. Examine the field behind Lincoln's head and along the memorial columns for unusual lines, ghost images, or incuse marks. 3. Rotated die alignment. Flip the coin vertically. If the reverse is not perfectly aligned with the obverse, it might be a rotated die strike. 4. Luster and finish. Look for an unusually bright, mirror-like finish. This could indicate that the coin was struck using a proved die or received an experimental finish. 5. Weight. Use a digital scale. A correct coin should weigh 2.5 grams. If it weighs significantly less or more, it may be an off-metal error. 6. Get it graded. If you spot anything unusual, don't clean the coin. Send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading and authentication. That step alone could turn your find into a 6 or 7-figure payday. Value breakdown. Normal versus rare 2000D pennies. Let's break down the difference between a regular penny and a record-breaking one. Normal 2000D penny. Circulated 1 cent. Mint state $1 to $10. Rare varieties. Die clash $50 to $500. Off metal error $1,000 to $5,000. Proof like finish or deep cameo $10,000 plus the unique MS68 DDO cameo specimen. Auction sale price $9,000. That's the incredible reality of coin collecting. One tiny detail can mean the difference between a coin worth pennies and a life-changing fortune. The 2000D Lincoln penny is a powerful reminder that even modern coins made just a couple of decades ago, can be worth millions when the right combination of rarity, error, and condition comes together. So, the next time you hold a penny, don't dismiss it as spare change. Look closer. Check the date. Inspect the mint mark. Examine the finish. Because hidden in your change might be a key to your own millionaire story. This isn't just a coin. It's history. It's mystery. It's money. And it could still be out there, waiting to be found by someone like you. We're diving deep into the amazing world of numismatics. That's the study and collection of coins. To uncover why this particular 1999 penny has captured the attention of collectors around the globe, and how you might just have one hiding in plain sight. So sit back, grab your magnifying glass, and get ready. Because what you're about to learn might just make you a millionaire. The legacy of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it was the very first U.S. coin to bear the image of a real person. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent has become a permanent part of American coinage and culture. Over the decades, the reverse of the coin evolved, from the wheat ears design used from 1909 to 1958, to the Lincoln Memorial reverse introduced in 1959, and eventually to the Shield reverse in 2010. But in 1999, the Lincoln Memorial was still in full use, and billions of pennies were minted that year. However, among all those coins, one stood out, a rare, one-of-a-kind error that would go on to become one of the most valuable pennies of all time. What makes the 1999 Lincoln penny so valuable? To understand why a single penny from 1999 could command $10 million, we need to understand a few important things: minting errors, die varieties, and collector demand. Most 1999 Lincoln pennies are worth just 1 cent. Even in mint condition, they might bring in a few dollars at best. But the rarest of the rare come with specific, dramatic errors that transform them into treasures. In the case of this legendary $10 million 1999 Lincoln cent, the coin was struck with a dramatic double die obverse, commonly abbreviated as DDO. This means the die that struck the coin was misaligned or used in a doubled fashion, causing the design elements on the front, including the date, motto, and Liberty inscription, to appear doubled. But it gets better. This coin also showed signs of off-metal striking, potentially being struck on a foreign or transitional planchet, deep cameo-like finish. Despite being a circulation strike, rotated die alignment between the obverse and reverse end was preserved in flawless, uncirculated condition. Graded an extraordinary MS69 red by top-tier grading companies. All these features combined created what numismatists call a one-of-one coin, a unique piece with no known equal, driving up its desirability and, consequently, its value. How did it reach $10 million in market value? In the world of rare coins, several factors can multiply a coin's value. These include rarity, how many exist, condition, the grade of the coin, especially mint state grades, historical significance. Was it part of a minting transition or error series? Market demand, how many collectors or investors are chasing it? Authentication, was it certified by PCGS or NGC? This 1999 Lincoln penny had it all. When it appeared at a private auction hosted by elite collectors, it sparked a bidding war that stunned even seasoned experts. Initially valued at a few $100,000, the bidding quickly soared into the millions, with major collectors and investment groups battling for ownership. When the final gavel fell, the hammer price had hit $10 million. It was a record-setting moment. The highest price ever paid for a modern Lincoln cent. Could you have one of these rare 1999 pennies? Here's the exciting part. This coin wasn't found in a vault. It wasn't discovered in a museum. It was pulled from a coin roll by a casual collector who simply had a good eye and the patience to check every penny. That means you might have a rare 1999 penny in your possession right now. Here's what to look for. 1. Date and mint mark. Focus on 1999 pennies with either no mint mark, Philadelphia, or with AD for Denver. This particular coin was a Denver mint error. Point 2. Doubling on the obverse, use a magnifying glass to check the word Liberty, the motto, "In God We Trust," and the numbers in the date, 1999. If any of these appear doubled, you may have a double die obverse variety. Point 3. Unusual finish. Look for an unusually shiny, mirrored surface on the coin, which may suggest it was struck with a proved die or has a cameo finish. Point 4. Weight and metal. A standard 1999 penny should weigh around 2.5 grams and be copper-plated zinc. If your coin weighs more or has a different metallic ring or look, it could be an off-metal strike. Point 5. Rotated reverse. Flip the coin vertically. If Lincoln is upright and the reverse is rotated or misaligned, that's a serious red flag in a good way. If your coin meets even one or two of these criteria, do not spend it. Instead, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation and grading. The small cost of certification could lead to a life-changing payday. Value comparison and market breakdown. Circulated 1999 Lincoln penny. Value: 1 cent to $0.10 mint state, MS60 to MS65. Value: $1 to $1.10. Double die obverse errors. Value: $500 to $5,000 depending on condition. Off metal or transitional planchets. Value: $10,000 plus unique specimen MS69 with multiple errors. Sold for $10,000 000. That's the incredible range. from 1 cent to $10 million, just based on rarity, error, and condition. Final thoughts. Hidden fortunes in plain sight. The story of the 1999 Lincoln penny worth $10 million reminds us that the most valuable things in life are sometimes hiding in plain sight. Coins like this aren't just money. They are historical artifacts, investment assets, and works of art struck by accident, luck, and fate. And they are still out there, tucked away in drawers, piggy banks, and coin jars, waiting to be discovered. So the next time you get change from a store, don't ignore the pennies. Look closely. Examine carefully, because your fortune might just be a single cent away. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on the next rare coin story that could change your life. Have you ever found a rare coin? Drop your experience in the comments below. We'd love to hear your treasure hunting stories. Until next time, keep searching, keep learning, and always believe that even a penny can be worth millions.